Blessings everyone, this is Keleena. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to talk about the October energy, bring through October light language DNA key code activations for you, and also leave you with some information of what is going on in this month that will possibly connect with the energies of the next following months. For those of you that have been following me a while, you know that I've just come back from grid work, and it was exceptionally divine. For those that don't know what grid work is, there's some of us on the planet, certain beings, we're here to actually be taken to places on the planet to activate sacred sites, to re-engage with the ley line structures, the new ley line structures from the North Crystalline Grid. We do work that can assist with the changes that are taking place on the planet through the crystalline structures and our divine temples as crystalline beings. And we are just given this information and maps and shown where we need to go, and that's what we do. And I've just returned from the Santa Fe National Forest and also the Grand Canyon, doing work there. And I'm going to share with you a little bit about what happened for the equinox that just happened here in September, because that was part of this grid work. It had to be done for the equinox during this equinox portal that was open, and it's actually proceeding, you know, it's post and proceeding. It happens like there's like a week of work. It's not just on that one day. So what happened on that day? This is very, very beautiful. The Cosmic Mother opened up her yoni, and the codes from her came through, and my dear sister Shekinah Rose was with me, and the codes came into us and through our bodies with these light codes, very, very beautiful, sensational energies that flowed through, so divine from the Mother out our yonis. This is the part that was different. Normally they go out through the feet. It went out through our yoni and into Gaia's yoni. She had opened hers. And so what this created with four of us is what would be like a diamond, which also they showed us is the shape of the yoni. And that is the entrance to the temple of love, okay? And it's just so beautiful what happened. So there, now I'm getting information coming in. There's a restructuring of the concept of the diamond, they just said. We will see more soon. Okay, thank you. For those that have never followed me before, I also can hear very well. Since a child, I've always been awake. I've heard my team, my guides, the angels, light beings, everything that speaks to me, that guides me along my way. They've saved my life many times. So when I hear them talk, I stop and I will receive what they have to say, because many times it's very important. So anyways, these codes went into the North Crystalline Grid through Gaia's yoni, and they're spread through the grid now, and anyone can receive these new codes of light. All you have to do is connect with Gaia's North Crystalline Grid and receive the new codes of the Divine Feminine Christ Consciousness and the Divine Mother frequency that of the blue ray, and ask it to enter into your body and activate you at the cellular level. Those of you that feel energy are going to feel it. It is profound, and it is so fascinating, the amount of energy that we were working with. We were opening beautiful portals all over of the Divine Feminine Mother. Shekinah and I are both blue rays, and the work that we did together is all about the hidden Mother frequency that's been hidden for so long. We bring that energy to the earth, and we represent the blue ray, also the ruby ray as well. So that's some of the work that we did. There was a lot of work, but that was the thing that was the most fascinating. And since then, I have notes on a receipt because sometimes when information just comes in, I never know where it's going to be. So I grabbed out this out of my wallet, and I had to write this down because this is some of this stuff that is happening to us. Now, please remember, everybody in your awakening, in your ascension process, is somewhere different than somebody else. No one's in the same place at the same time, okay? So don't expect that what I'm going through, because I teach from my experience, that you're going to be going through it too. Everybody's in a different space and place. And I always explain that on my videos, on my Patreon community, and with my clients. Don't try to rush things, okay? Just let things happen and unfold as they need to. So what I actually got today when I happened to be out was, we are returning to our temples of our pillar of light and our divine organic structure. That was a message from Gaia today. I was sitting with Keleena and I was telling her how I've been connecting with Gaia early in the morning, and I can hear Gaia talking to me loud and clear. I can hear everything talks to me loud and clear. And I always make sure it's only the highest frequency and vibration of our divine creator source. And my divine creator source, I actually use those words so that I know that it is from the one, because there's some other things out there that we don't want to connect with. So again, we are returning to the temple, the temple of our pillar of light and our divine organic structure. And this was a very profound message today, and that was connected to that energy that came through from the yonis, okay? Through our yoni. And also, okay, for my own self, okay, I teach from my experience, and a lot of times I experience things sometimes a couple years before people, or just months before people, others, because I'm a Wayshower and I show you how to do things so you can get through this process on your own. But this is what has been happening to me. This year, my sexual energy, the life force energy, has just been increasing. But the last few months, it's just been really increasing. And here's what Gaia said today about this. She said, the earthly sensuality we have been out of touch with for eons is returning. This is normal. And it's not the sexual energy you feel from being attracted chemically to a human. It's not the same thing. It's not looking at someone going, ooh, I feel like I need to be with that person. That's a totally different sexual energy. That's more of a 3D lower chakra pole to create babies. That's what that sexual energy is when you have that with someone. It's that connection. This is another channel of the Kundalini, and this is for creation. It's for divine creation, of being able to create new things on the planet, to create the things that you're here to do, to create the changes that need to take place. You utilize this energy in so many different ways, and in the highest good for yourself and for all involved on this planet. And what I do is I can bring it up. I actually taught his picture's back there, William, who I was partners with, is how to bring that energy up, because he had it all the time. And I said, you bring it up into your heart and you can expand it from there to expand love, or you can bring it up into your third eye and you can create from it. You use it for creation, for artistic creation, artistic expression, and it's so powerful. Or you can take it up and out your crown chakra and bring it to the toroidal field. You can bring it from the back, through the front, into third eye. There's so many things you can do, and this is stuff that we knew in Atlantis and in Egypt and many other places. So again, our earthly sensuality that we have been out of touch with for eons is returning, and it's profound. It's just profound. You just feel this energy. The other thing that Gaia said was, more sexual life force energy generated from Gaia through the bodies for creation. This is coming. Not everyone is going to feel this right now, or maybe this year. It depends on when you woke up. So don't, if you don't feel it, don't get upset about it, okay? It's just not where you're at, because we have to release a lot of the layers of all of the things we've been holding on to for lifetimes, to be able to open yourself up to that. And when you do, it's so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. Okay. I have my notes from my meditation, but also my experiences, okay? Now, my Patreon members, my Patreon community, I love you. They're the ones that keep me going and allow me to have a platform of YouTube and a website and all that stuff, but I work with them one-on-one or in these live sessions every month, and I thank them. So much gratitude for them for their patronage. And we've created a family. It's a private family. It's like a soul family, and you're welcome to join it too. I do all kinds of videos. There's over 200 videos on there as well. And you can see if there's anything on there that touches you. It's Keleena Milner. It's patreon.com/Keleena Milner. You can look that up if you want. But here is the information. I shared some of this with my Patreon members already. That's why I actually brought up Patreon. Because I went through a huge heart thing on, I believe it was the 17th of September. And it was massive pain. I've never had anything like this in all the years I've been awake. And like I said, I've been awake since a child, since little. And this was so ancient and ancestral. And also it was connected, I had, some more later, a week later, that it was connected again, and it was connected with the throat chakra. And it was like a squeezing and stabbing, and it was not nice, I'll be honest with you. And little did I know, my dear friend had the same thing on the same exact day she was going through it, and it was shocking that we were both going through this at the same time to release some of this old ancestral stuff. So some of you this month, if you had not started it in September, you may be going through it here in October. But there's a lot more heart stuff coming up, okay? And it's ancestral, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's yours. And a lot of times it's connected to just karmic revelations that are coming up for you. It can be connected to Gaia and how you treated her in the past. There's a lot of stuff that, and even if you have children and you're not healing it, your children are your DNA. So these children also could be possibly carrying your karma to have to heal if you don't do it yourself. So focus on your inner healing. Focus on the things that you need to do. And it's really important to get that done. So heart and throat stuff this month is going to be huge. It's going to be huge releases. It could sometimes feel restricting and squeezing, and it's going to also, you might have jaw and throat pain. I wrote down from experience, jaw and throat pain. It's going to push you to actually communicate more divinely, okay? So I'm not saying that I haven't been communicating divinely, because I do my best. But this is what's going to happen with these releases, because remember, we've been holding on to these ancestral wounds that are in our DNA. They're in our cellular structure, and they're coming up through however they need to, so that we can heal this stuff and move forward. Looking at my notes here. That stuff can be caused by others as well that are around us, and so take the time for you. If you feel to rest, please do so, okay? For me, the jaw and throat pain, when it came back the second time, it was actually connected with a person, and somebody I don't know personally, but someone else knows. And when I was releasing it with the help of my team at night, and seeing the energy coming off, and it was showing me who it was going back to. It was like black. It was who it was going back to, and I said, can we just remove this from the planet so that we don't continue this kind of energy anymore? And they said this will be for Source to decide. So what they meant by that is, and I saw the door close. So they said that I wouldn't receive it, but it's going back to wherever it has to go. I don't know where it goes after that, because I couldn't see it, because they changed the vision so that I couldn't see what was going to happen. But I almost feel like it was for that person, because that person hasn't looked in their shadow side to heal themselves. So maybe it's going to be lingering in their field or whatever. But I do like to, when I actually receive stuff that's coming from other people, negativity, negative energy, negative entities, you know, people that use your names in negative ways. I always ask that it be removed and divinely returned to source, dissolved in love, because we don't need to keep that on the planet. So keep that in mind for yourself when you're doing things, because our words are very powerful, and we want to make sure that, you know, when we're saying things about people, that we are saying things beautifully and in love, in grace, and sending them healing and light as much as we can. Okay, so there's waves. We're having waves and feelings, like emotions that are rising to be released from our past traumas and events for ourselves and from ancestors. And it could stop at a certain chakra on the body, which is just like what I just said, which is what my experience was. So these waves and these feelings, there's going to be some emotion coming up, and there's going to be some pivotal points of healing this month that are going to really, you're going to need to focus on that and let those things go. And don't chastise yourself for the things that come up, okay? See the things that come up as a beautiful way of acknowledging and accepting maybe something that you've been connected with in the past, and that it's showing you that it's time for you to let this stuff go so that you can actually move forward and to be one within yourself more and the divine being that you are. Oh, my tea's gotten a little cool now. I actually tried to do this video and then the internet went off and the power went out because we've been having storms here in Sedona. So I lost what I did and I was like, oh no. And then my tea is cold. Okay, so for those of us that are empaths, so like Keleena and I, we're super sensitive empaths. We feel everything. And like I said, I'm a full body conduit, so I feel everything. And so a lot of these energies that are flowing this month to this emotion stuff, these things that are going to rise and to be released, it can affect the empaths more. So just, you know, try to pay attention to it as much as you can and what you're picking up from the collective's emotions. But it's not always going to be the collective. So don't blame the collective if you're feeling something, because many times it's probably yours. But it can be very intense for us that are super sensitive empaths. And so like myself, I am the rising Pisces. I'm very much a Pisces. And that empath ability, the feelings, the emotions, just walking past someone, I really feel their stuff. If somebody's heart is hurting, I feel it and it hurts my heart. And it's really, the last couple weeks, walking past people or being in a store, anywhere, going and just feeling their pain was so excruciating for me. And I really had to work through that to release it and move into a higher frequency and vibration for myself to try and not be so open to feeling other stuff so much. So we'll see if it works. We'll see if what I did works. I also have that we're moving into higher levels of consciousness to speak our truth. The surges of the Kundalini life force energy is removing the old habits, patterns, and conditions that you've been resisting. Okay, Gaia is helping with this. And every person is becoming more connected to Gaia every day. Really follow your heart. Really, really follow your heart. There's people that are, I want to say, use discernment with things that are going on in your life, because I have a lot of clients going, I don't know if this is my heart or if this is my ego I'm following, because my ego wants certain things in my life, or certain things to turn out or pan out certain ways, but my heart might be showing me that's actually this way you're supposed to be going. So really learn to decipher what is right for you. because this is a big time right now where you're really being shown to come back into center and to find your true self, to be within your heart space. Remember what I always say, and you can say this out loud: I now align and drop into my divine sacred heart. And from here is where we always get our answers. This is where we ask our questions. This is where you feel. This is where you know. This is where that divine inner wisdom is. This is Divine Mother. That's her frequency. Divine Father is the pineal. This is how it works, and it's so beautiful. Let me see. Do we have anything else for the month of October? There's going to be some really big healings coming in. Real big healings. With that full moon that's coming I don't remember if it's the 9th or 10th, and I'm not sure if it depends on where you are. I really don't know, but it's amazing because I've been seeing 10-10 for probably 2.5 months, and then I see 11-11, 12-12, and of course they're gateways, but also I think that this full moon is around that time. The energy of it is, they're saying, the energy of it is. Okay, so let's see if we have anything else for this time period. Yes, allow yourself to be creative in this space and place of time. Disconnect with the energies of the planet that are creating an atmosphere that is not of divinity. Allow yourself to really step into your divine true colors. Be in the space and place of the heart that allows you to connect to your true essence. Do the things that make you feel good. What we mean by this is what you like to do in creation that make you feel good. The reason you're here. Allow yourself to feel joy. So many of you are miserable right now. So many of you are miserable. You're creating a resistance within your own field because you don't have something. Or because something doesn't look the way you want it to. Or because an outcome of something did not happen the way you thought it would. If that doesn't happen, then guess what? It wasn't supposed to. Because there's something bigger and better for you coming. This could be a space to live. It could be a career change. It could be a job. It could be actually how you eat. Digestion changes are on the rise for everyone. Be careful what you eat. Make sure that it is organic. And make sure that you are eating as much light-fed foods as you can. It is very important in this time and space on your planet as the cellular activity rises in your body. You're a cellular being of crystalline light, activating a collective consciousness through frequency and vibration. Alone, you cannot do this. You do this with the assistance of our divine Solaris, the sun, and our divine mother, Gaia, in collection and collective with those that are helping us off planet. Know that your divine true frequency and vibration is important to focus on in this moment. It is those of you that came back here to be the highest vibration, to step into your temple and be a pillar of light for the planet, allowing the frequency and vibration of the highest benevolence to flow through you, to hold that light on this crystalline grid, to be the true divine source that you are, to allow yourself to be aware in observance of all that is happening around you, and to see and feel the truth in your divine sacred heart. A heart full of love, unconditional love of our Divine Mother in grace. Allow yourself to feel this and know the truth. For those of you that are feeling the sexual energy of your life force energy, allow yourself to feel it and utilize it the proper way for creativity in the light and love of the oneness that we are. It is to use this energy to create the new for the planet. New ideas, new concepts, new foundations, awakening, new abilities, new beginnings within you. And many of you will be stepping into new beginnings this month. And this, for many of you, may mean a change in occupancy within your own self. Allow the strength of your truth to show you the way. You are the way. You are life, and you are gifted this. To understand your reason for being here. Earth is a school. How do you use the energy? You may refer to it as manipulating energy. Many do. It's how do you use this energy to create, to utilize it in your divine essence for the good of all in harmonic balance. Creating unity in vibration and frequency. This is what the unity is. It is unity in vibration and frequency. We are one. And the divinity that we all are. I am. This is what happens when the divine speak through me. That is a very profound message. That was Divine Mother coming through. Wow, okay. That is a divine, very divine message. Sometimes it's hard for me to see. I have to try and refocus after, because it's such a high energy and frequency for me. When I bring them in, I have to match their frequency and energy for them to come through me. This is something else I want to share with you. Driving back from Santa Fe, I'm very much about the numbers and numerology. My car hit 99,999 while I was driving, which means the endings of endings. Because when you have it in 4 or 5 digits, it means you're finishing a level of something. And so it hit that, and then it, of course, it switched over to 100,000 miles. And so with all those zeros, it's a grand reset. And it's not a manipulated reset, it's the grand reset within ourselves. So in September, we had a huge reset happening, all of us at some level. And so that was a synchronicity for me to share with everyone, because everyone went through it in some way. Okay, I'm going to do some activations for you, and I feel we'll be done. And of course, this is the first half of the month video. I do a second half of the month video when I tune in later in the month, and I do that for my Patreon members. So this should get you through half of the month, and actually some of this stuff should get you through the whole month, so I hope that it helps you. So I'm going to bring through some activations for healing, purification, things that are suppressed and dormant within you. Just if you wish to receive these, just place your hands, palms facing up on your lap, and just say, I now receive this healing from Keleena. Okay? Miahanna sayaturia namana kanasi yarashu. Met kirosnasnas ant am nach ant kut ner injana omaya had an sitar nera una koriana matet kira ush shem am urna tek ira urna akira it neras nana ama ki sit ira unna met nera ut urut nakant uranama. Release. This is working through your chakra system right now. I'm feeling energy moving. For those of you who have some blocked chakras, opening that solar plexus, moving up, 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 up. Sham ant and ed at utki. Unna net kirat. Sanatariana kanna shaya fusatara kiara suratia Lemuria naha furantana hiya amor na makinta nashnat at. Receive. Santa Mariana. Ama Iriana Kut, Ama Iriana Asha. Eternal love, eternal light, eternal life. Maya Kita, Maya At. Blessings. Okay. I love you. Thank you for coming on and listening. For those of you that are interested in private sessions with me, please know I am booking right now all the way in February. This is just something that has happened to me since 2017. So if you know you're supposed to work with me, please have the patience. Don't send nasty emails because I've gotten some of them. That's just the way it is. And a lot of the stuff has been word of mouth. Please check my testimonials on my website before you book. To know if I'm the right person for you to work with, okay? I will have a new webinar coming up soon, and it's going to be the webinar of reconnecting to your divine self in Avalon. And I received the download from that, from the work I did in Mount Shasta this summer, and my team has said it's time for me to do that webinar, so it is coming. We'll be getting that put together. And just wait for that. It's going to be this October. Let me see, is there any other thing I need to mention before I go? Is there anything else from Spirit? Okay, Spirit said yes, be as one. Be as one. We are in the divinity of the divine light of Source, the unity in the field of consciousness, and the embrace and hug of our divine Creator, Mother, Father, in which we refer to as God upon this planet. It is as we are, the I am. Namaste. I wish you all a beautiful October. There are many things that are going to be happening. I will go more into detail on these things on Patreon. But be ready. Be ready for the changes that are coming that I've been talking about for years. And remember that everything happening is for the best, because we're going to have a beautiful outcome when this is all done. Okay? I love you. And I wish you a blessed, prosperous, abundant month in love, grace, and perfect health. And may you all get through whatever you're going through right now in your transformation process. Okay? I love you. Io so tu, farascia.